the Baladi, of course. There's the Maqsum. Those two are probably the most common ones in Middle Eastern music for belly dancers. So the full Baladi is how you would hear a djembe player play the Baladi, more or less, but there's always a lot of variation. But what you want to listen for is really the accents. And every rhythm has a skeleton, which are the important hits, and the lows and highs. And then you fill that in, each drummer fills that in whichever way they want. But the thing that doesn't change in a rhythm is the accents. And so, for example, and that would just be with my right hand. I would only use my right hand because the left hand is the filler, the accents. But the Baladi, the accents would be. So when I fill it in, you can still hear the accents. One, and that's in the same family as the Baladi, but a little faster, and it's very similar to the Baladi, but instead of doom doom, it's doom tech. So, and it's a little more fast, so it would be. And then usually you hear.
So interesting how just because you're changing one of the accents, it becomes so different. It feels more upbeat and lighter to my ear.
The Maqsum?
The Maqsum.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. The Maqsum is much more light and it feels up. And the Baladi is more like earthy and heavy. And it has to do with the two dooms in the Baladi, and then it also has to do with the Baladi being a little bit slower. There's a lot of songs in Middle Eastern music that switch from fast Maqsum to slow Baladi exactly in half time. So it would sound like this. I'll start with the Maqsum and then I'll go into the Baladi. So it would. Etc. So that happens a lot, like if you listen to Kulthum or any of the classical singers in Egyptian music and Turkish music all over the Middle East, they have that a lot where it's switching back and forth between the Maqsum. And the Maqsum part would be more for the chorus, where everyone's clapping the da da doom da doom da da doom da and then doom doom da da doom da da. You see, I'm not changing the pulse. The pulse is the same, but it's just kind of like double time and half time. That happens a lot, so that's a thing to get used to, is to feel the difference between those two. You can listen to that you can listen out for that when you're listening to Middle Eastern music.